Hi everyone, and welcome back to a brand new speed build. Today I have a cozy Windenburg home for you guys, and I'm so excited to share this because I love this build because it's so cozy. There's a reason I chose the name, but it's so cozy. It has kind of like a cottagey vibe. It is just, I love this house. This is like everything I love, honestly. So obviously this is built in Windenburg. It's built in a 20 by 20, and it is a pretty decent size home for that size. There ends up being 3 bedrooms and two bathrooms. I'm not completely sure, but it also has an office. So if you have a family that grows or whatever, you can definitely make the office into another bedroom. And the bedrooms are for obviously 2 parents, 1 parent, whatever you want, a guardian, if you will. And then the other bedrooms are for a teen and a child. So yeah, it's just kind of like a regular family. I think I also made room for a cat or two, I think. In all honesty, as in true Mal fashion, I built this a while ago, so I don't completely remember. And then I finished editing this like last week, but I haven't had time to sit down and do the voiceover until now, so if I forget things, that will be why. But yeah, this entire vibe for this house, again, was to just make it as cozy as possible, kind of like a cottage vibe. It is kind of like dark. I used the darkest wood tone, which I love doing specifically in Tudor style homes. I almost always do just like a darker color scheme for it. I don't know why, I just do. It's engraved in my mind somehow. Although this house is in Windenburg, I wouldn't really say it's Tudor style. It is kind of like a stone house. At first you will see that I tried to make it into more like a Tudor home, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna make it into like brick and stone, and I really love it. I love the end result. I think it looks so good. I almost never do just a total brick house because I think it can look, I don't know, a little weird. But for this house, again, I wanted it to feel like not new. Like this was not built recently, it was built a while ago. And so yeah, I don't know, I felt like the stone really worked. And if I'm not misremembering, I used the stone from the or stone or brick or whatever you want to call it from the Castle Estate kit, which I almost never used that kit. I'm gonna be honest. I have, of course, like some kits that I use more often than others, and this Castle Estate one is probably one of the least used I have, mostly just because I don't really build those styles of homes. I tend to go for like suburbans and stuff like that, so then it's not really something I need to use. But for this build where it is in Windenburg, and again I wanted to feel a little bit more old school, it worked perfectly. And then the other kind of stone wallpaper that I use for the outside is from Cottage Living, I believe, and I do use a lot of Cottage Living for this house. The front door is Cottage Living, and then some of the windows are as well. And then you will see on the front there's kind of like an octagonal bump out, kind of. It's like half of an octagon, I think. How would you call it? It's like an angled bump out. I don't know how to explain it. But the windows on that are actually base game, and I almost always just use those windows when I do Mediterranean homes because they fit very well for that, and I think that was the intent for them when they were put in the game. They were supposed to be used in like Oasis Springs houses, and you can kind of see that if you are looking around in Oasis Springs, you can see those windows. But they worked really well for this house, and I really liked the fact that they were like rounded at the top, so they look a little different, and I really love them. And then the windows that are above those, I used on both the front and the back of the house. They're kind of big, and I put 2 of them next to each other to kind of make it like a bigger window, and it has this beautiful little detail at the bottom, which I do cover up with flower boxes, but it is like this beautiful little detail. And those are actually from the Discover University pack, which I keep forgetting that how much I use the Discover University like windows, because we have so many great windows from that pack, let's be honest. I tend to forget about Discover University, not gonna lie, but it is a great building pack, at least in like my opinion. But yeah, and then I think the roof swatch that I use is not a base game one. I don't know what the Sims team have been up to, but I and I'm not gonna complain because I absolutely love it, but we've been getting a lot of different like roof swatches in the like packs that have been coming out, and I don't know if that's just me who's been noticing that, but We used to have like basically only base game roof swatches, and then the last few years we've gotten so many more. So I do still tend to use just base game roofs, but in this one I used one from, I think, Horse Ranch. I think so, and it's beautiful and it works. Again, it looks a little bit like tethered and like used and worn, so it's not like, again, this house is not new. I also wanted to reflect that kind of in the landscaping. The landscaping is a little bit overgrown, but I love it. I always get comments about my landscaping in builds, which I absolutely adore, both on like over here and on Twitter and Instagram, and honestly like my friends IRL also, whenever they watch my builds, which is a weird thing. If any of the people that I actually know in real life are watching this, hi. This is weird for me, but hi. Thank you for being an amazing friend, but it's a little weird for me. But they always, again, everyone just comments on my landscaping, which I'm so happy about, because landscaping is like one of my favorite parts for a build, and I think the landscaping kind of honestly makes a build. And I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, I used to struggle a lot with landscaping, but then a couple of years ago I just found kind of what works for me, and then now it just comes naturally. But if you guys want any tips or anything, let me know and I can try to make like maybe a video about it. I have been toying with the idea of making kind of like a builder's guide kind of like series on my channel, because I do get questions about it sometimes, but let me know if that's something that you guys would actually want, because I don't know if you would, but and I don't know actually like how much you guys would want to know. So if you do want me to do that, let me know also what specific areas you want me to cover, and I will try my best to do it. I do have kind of 2 tutorials already on my channel, but it doesn't have to do with building per se. One of them is just about like reshade, because if you didn't know, the reshade that I use in my game and on my screenshots are my own, and I do have them out for download. They're always linked in my description box. Yes, I was gonna say description box, but then for some reason my brain was like, no, it's called subscription box, and that's not its description. But yeah, it's always linked in my description box if you guys want to download it. But I have a video like on explaining how to download those and, you know, all of that. So I have done kind of a tutorial for that, and then I have one on how to use the Better Build and Buy mod and the tool mod, because those are my holy grails of building. So that is kind of like a building thing, but it's not just like the basics. So if you guys want the basics, I can do that, but again, I don't really know what I would include in that, but let me know and I will try. I did have a friend recently who asked like, hey, can you teach me Sims? And I was like, I don't know how, because the only thing I do is build, and there are so many people out there that like makes Sims into an entirely different game with how they play, and I am not one of those people. Like, if I do play, I do like the 100 baby challenge or something like that, and I don't really do like a big story, which at some point I want to do that. Whenever I have my save file, I will do that. Like, I am going to, like, I don't know, make a save and probably have it for a long time, and like have backstories to all the people and like a legacy kind of, because I really want to do that, but I want my own save file for that, I guess. But I don't know. The save file is on its way, by the way. It's just taking a long time. I have so many things going on in my life that sometimes Sims takes a little bit of a back burner, but this week I've been so excited about playing Sims all the time, which is great because I've been feeling kind of uninspired to do literally anything in my life recently, but now I'm feeling inspired to build in The Sims, so I've been doing that. I've been working on like this one specific build, and I'm really excited to show you guys. But knowing me, again, it's probably gonna be out in a very, very, very long time. Like, maybe it won't be out until next year. Who knows? It is February, and I'm already talking about next year's videos, because that's how it goes on the channel. I mean, for reference, I think I started this build in March last year. Yeah, that's how backlog I have on videos. And like, I want to post each week, and posting like each week would make my backlog like go away, and so it would get content out for you guys. But again, I have a life outside of Sims, sadly, and I sometimes just do not have the energy to do it. I am fine with building. It's more so like the editing that's hard for me. So at some point I might get some like editing help to get more videos out for you guys, but I don't know. I might ask my boyfriend to help me with it, but I don't know. Because the thing is, editing is really easy, just it's very time consuming for me. So that's why sometimes videos are not out, because it's just editing. Like, again, I have videos backlogged, but It's just the editing. But yeah, anyways, going back to this build, we're almost done with the exterior already because this is a 20 by 20 lot. The house takes up most of the lot, but in the front yard I was really happy with specifically placing the swing set. I don't know why, the swing set kind of just made it for me and it made it look so homey. And then I had this kind of like open space in the middle of a pathway and it just looked off, so I decided to size up one of the planters that we have, like one of the round planters, and then using the tool mod I sunk that into the ground, and then I placed like some flowers in it and a fountain, and I think it looks so good. It's so cute. It's kind of like its own little, like, I was gonna say flower bed thing, but like I don't know how to explain it, but it looks so cute and I really love it. And there's also a little like outdoor eating area and there's some seating areas, and I also put the what's it called, the flower arranging table and stuff. So there are some activities even though the exterior is like pretty small, like the yard, but I wanted to fit as many things as possible. But yeah, so moving on into the interior, I don't know if there's much to say for me. You kind of walk in to, because the house is relatively big, but how the floor plan worked out is that you walk right into the living room, or not the living room, the dining room. And I really like it. It ends up being really cozy in the kind of like bay window, octagonal window situation. I put a bay window seat. That's a word. Into that, and I used the ones from Cats and Dogs. I really want more bay windows because sometimes I like feel like the ones that we have aren't the vibe I'm going for, or they don't have the swatches that I want. So I would love some more like bay windows in future packs. But yeah, I don't know, we have been getting like so many kits recently and we're getting like so many Sims things, so I don't know if I should be asking for content or like for things for the Sims because we're getting so many. Which by the way, whenever there is like a new kit or a new pack or anything like that, if you want that and if you want to have a chance to win one of those packs or kits, you should go over to my Twitter because every single time I am hosting a giveaway over on my Twitter. Currently, as I'm recording this, I am hosting a giveaway for the 2 new kits that came out this week, and that giveaway ends on February 10th. And then I'm also, which I'm really excited about, I am also hosting a giveaway for both The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. So I will make sure to leave a pinned comment with all the information, and that those 2 giveaways end on the 20th, the 9th. The 9th. I was gonna say the 19th. No, the February 9th. Usually I have my giveaways running for like a couple of weeks so people can join them, but I am leaving for the UK in like 2 weeks, so I need to do this before that, so that's why the dates are kind of soonish. But I thought I'd mention it here because I know that a lot of my audience here might not follow me over there or like use Twitter really, but it is the only platform that works for me to do giveaways, so I'm sorry. But yeah, so if you want a chance to win, you should go and check that out. Again, I would leave a pinned comment about it in the description box. And it's really simple. Like, you don't even have to follow me over there. You just have to like and retweet and comment some type of emoji. Usually I have that just to be able to like scroll through the comments and like pick a winner. And the winners are completely randomly selected, and it's made possible by the Acre Network because we get giveaways codes, which is absolutely insane. It's so nice of them. But yeah, so I thought I'd just mention that right now. I did also host a giveaway for the 3 packs we got like 2 weeks ago, or kits, which again, we've just been fed content right now, and I am not gonna complain because I absolutely adore all the new kits that we have. Again, the build that I'm working on, I've been using the kits so much, and I know for a fact I'm gonna be using them so much. So I'm really excited about it. The next video you're gonna get from me in that house, I know for a fact that I'm also using them because that is a more like recently built one, and I'm using the 3 kits that we got a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, I love them, and I'm super excited that we have like creators collaborating with the Sims. Like obviously Lil Simsy has the Comfy Gamer kit, which I love that she was able to do a kit because she knows what we want and she put in everything we wanted, and I am so happy with it. There's so many clutter items, and I'm gonna be using that kit forever and always from now on. Obviously in this build I didn't use any of it because I built this again, like started this like last year, so it's not gonna have anything new in it, but I know for a fact I'm going to use the Comfy Gaming Kit all the time. And then I love that they have so many CC creators coming on and like doing kits with them, because the items are just chef kiss, and they're just so good, and I absolutely adore them. So yeah, sorry, I kind of just went on a rant about that, but I love all the new kits that we're getting. It is a lot, like money wise. Obviously I understand that not everyone can spend all that money, but I'm happy that it's kits at least, so we're not getting like expansion pack, like after expansion pack after expansion pack, because wasn't that how it was like last year? We got Love Struck, and then like 2 months later we got Life and Death. It was kind of close. But the kits are a little bit more affordable, I feel like. So, and you can kind of like pick and choose what you want a little bit more. I don't know if that's just me, but that's how I feel. But yeah, anyways, going back into this build, like I said, you kind of walk into the living room, or not living room, why did I keep saying that? The dining room, and yeah, it's kind of just, you know, a regular dining room. And then we have the kitchen. The kitchen is a little cube, and it's kind of small, but I really like it. I couldn't fit an island in there, so instead I used a like high table from Dine Out, question mark. I really wish we had more high tables, because I find myself using them a lot in kitchens instead of like an island, and I really want more of them. But anyways, I used the little square high table from Dine Out, and then I just put some like bar chairs on that, so your Sims could like eat breakfast there or something, or just like keep company for whoever's cooking, or you know, whatever. And I used probably my favorite like backsplash in the kitchen. It's from, oh, where is it from? I want to say Growing Together, but that might be incorrect. I'm not completely sure, but I love this like tile wallpaper, specifically this green swatch, and I love using it in kitchens like this. Obviously I don't use it in every single build. It's not one of those items that it's like it's my favorite and I use it all the time. It's more of those, it's my favorite item, but can only use it at like certain times, and when I do, I absolutely love it. And I love it for this house. It looks so cute. I absolutely love it. I love the detail that it brings. I love the, I don't know, I love the color that it brings as well. It's like a great green color. I don't know, I absolutely love it. And then from the kitchen you go into the living room, and the living room is a little bit like different from how it usually would, because there's a fireplace, but the TV is not above the fireplace. The TV is to the right of the couches. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a weird placement, but I really like it. Again, I didn't want this house to feel modern or have like a lot of high-tech stuff. So they don't have like a flat screen TV. They have a little TV standing on this I think I used the, oh, what's it called? The TV stand table from Horse Ranch, which is a little bit more like rustic, because that is the entire vibe I'm going for with this house. It's like a cottage vibe, like rustic vibe. So I really liked using that. And then in the office, that is like the next room I go after that, I used the bookshelves from the Crystal's Creations kit, which has like the ladder on it, and I absolutely adored it. The office gives kind of like teacher vibes, and it puts some like teacher words up there, so I was thinking that maybe one of the parents is like a professor or something maybe. But yeah, and then we move on in like to the upstairs, and I don't show you the hallway, but there is a piano in the hallway, which one of the screenshots has that piano in it, and I absolutely adore it. It looks so cute. And then we do the parents' room. So sorry if that sounded a little weird. I need to sneeze. But yeah, we do the parents' room, and it's just a regular parents' room. There's not really anything exciting. And then we do the teens' room, and the teens' room is kind of like this boho aesthetic. So sorry, I need to sneeze again. I don't know what's going on. It's always when I'm doing a voiceover, I always need to sneeze, and I don't know why. But anyways, the teenagers room is again a little bit more like boho style, and I absolutely love it. I use a lot of things from the high school years expansion pack, like the bed is from there and stuff. And then I also use the moon mirror from Werewolves, because I always forget about that mirror until like it's too late. I don't have space for it, but in this house, in this room, I remembered it, and it looks so good. It looks so cute. I also love the desk area because I put some shelves above the desk and I just think it's so cozy. And then the kids' room ends up being very purple. I used, again, most of the stuff are from the High School Years expansion pack in there because we have a few different things from High School Years that has like swatches running through like the bedspread to like the wardrobe to the desk, like to everything. And this purpley swatch is one of them. There's also like a teal one, there's a red one, there's like a few different ones. So I used the purple one in this and I really like it. Is it realistic to have, like, as a child, an entire room kind of match all those colors? I don't know, but in The Sims I get to do whatever I want, so I did that and I really like it. I'm just thinking back to like my room, and my room was a mess of colors. I've talked about this before, but like my room growing up, it was like only on the walls I had blue, or it was more like a teal. I had purple, I had pink, and then I had a teal and silver wallpaper at the same time, by the way. It was a lot, but my parents let me do whatever I wanted because it was my room, which is really nice. But it was a mess, but it was a cute mess, kind of. Um, but yeah, so like I don't know if it's that realistic to have a child have like one color scheme, but maybe it's not like that child's like favorite color, so they wanted that to like have everything. So I don't know. The child gets to do whatever the child wants. But yeah, that's kind of it for like the build portion. I am like halfway through the video, so I guess I can move on to rambles. I don't really know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about the build. I don't think so. As always, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments and I will answer them. But yeah, I'm moving on to my rambles. That, like, the thing is, my rambles always started because, again, I didn't really know what to do when I had finished talking about the build, and I'm not one of those people that like talk about the build, the entirety of the build. Like Jessica Pye, who is my favorite Sims YouTuber, she can do that. Like she talks about the build the entirety of the video, and I still to this day do not understand how, because I could not do that. I don't have that much to say, but at the same time, I don't want to watch a video without a voiceover, so my rambles kind of stemmed from that. And then also I grew up watching Lil Simsy, and if you guys were around in like 2015, 2016 Lil Simsy lore, you guys will know about Susan. I think that was her name. And like all the rambles that she used to do in her speed builds, and that's kind of what I grew up on, and that's what I love. And to this day, I love anytime I get like a creator I really love hearing about just random stuff going on in their lives. I don't know, it makes them more human, so that's why I do it. And I always like think that no one actually cares, and I know that no one actually cares, but sometimes I get like a comment that is like, I love your videos, I love your voiceovers, like it is so nice to just sit and listen to. And I know some people use my videos for like as a podcast while they're doing stuff, which thank you, is like one of the biggest compliments ever. So yeah, if you're new here, that's kind of like why I ramble, because I love doing it and you guys seem to like it at least. But yeah, as always, if you don't like my rambles, you can always just mute it and continue watching the video, or you can just stop watching the video, but I would appreciate it if you continue watching the video. You can always just mute it and put on some music if you want, or whatever you want to do. But yeah, anyways, how are you guys? I hope you're well. By the way, and I know I say that in like every single video, you guys can always just, if you want to just vent in the comments, you do it. Honestly, I will reply with my best advice or just comfort or whatever you need. But yeah, just do that, because I genuinely, like, I care about you guys. You guys make my day every single day, so you know. But anyways, I hope you're well. I am well. I'm not sick, although it might sound like it, but that's just because I sneezed a lot. But I'm not actually sick, which is really weird. I'm healthy, which is, it's a weird thing. But yeah, I am not a lot going on in my life right now. I have college, as I always do. It's I was gonna say it's a lot right now. It's not. It's just like we are a few weeks into the semester now, and then we have a break in 2 weeks, which is nice. If you're from Sweden, you all know about this sports vacation. I don't know why it's called sports vacation. It's really funny, but it's always the same week. Has been my entire life. I know it changes throughout Sweden, but like when I moved, because I didn't grow up where I live now, I grew up in a totally different place, like several miles away, or kilometers. I use kilometers, but like in Sweden we have this is a side tangent, but I always was really confused when I was a kid because a mile is like obviously a unit of measurement. I think it's like is it like 2.5 kilometers? No, that's inches and centimeters, I think. I don't know, but miles is a thing. But in Swedish, 10 kilometers is what we call a mile, or like we call it a mil, but like a mile is how you would translate it. So for me, it was always really weird because if I said mile, for me, I mean like 10 kilometers. So if I say like 30 miles, I mean like 300 kilometers, if that makes sense. But obviously, I think Sweden is the only place that does that, so it always confuses me. But anyways, I used to not grow up where I live now, basically, and where I lived then and where I live now, we all have always had the same week for the sports break, which is really interesting because I know in like, again, different parts of the country, schools have it like different times because obviously they don't want to like have the entirety of Sweden just on a break during one time because that would fill up. Because the thing is, I think a lot of people go skiing during this break, so they don't want like the ski places to fill up, I guess. I don't know. Don't ask me. I've never been skiing in my entire life. And I don't think that would end good because many people break their bones while skiing, and I'm already like the clumsiest person alive, so I don't think skiing and me will go hand in hand, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, last time I ice skated, I used to love ice skating and I used to be pretty good at it, but last time I ice skated, I ended up in the emergency room, and so, I don't think skiing would be for me. We thought I'd broken my wrist falling while ice skating, but I didn't. I just got a muscle injury. No, never mind, I didn't. That was before that. What am I talking about? I don't even know what happened with my wrist that time. I think it was just like a sprain or something. I don't know. I don't remember. That's how often I get injured. I don't even remember all my injuries anymore. It's bad. It's really bad. It's really funny though. But yeah, skiing is not for me. But yeah, anyways, so school wise, I don't have a lot going on. I don't have a lot going on like otherwise. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I've been doing. I haven't been doing much. I've been sleeping, kind of. I've been having some problems sleeping. I mean, I always have sleeping problems, but like I've been having problems where like even though I sleep a lot, I feel tired still. But that's, I don't know. I don't know what's been going on, but this week I was able to catch up on some sleep, so that's good. But the part of the week I was really tired, and then one day I went to bed like super early and I slept like 11 hours, and then after that I've been feeling kind of okay. I'm still tired though. I woke up from like a 4-hour nap a couple of hours ago, and I still want to sleep, which is really funny. And I was in a VC with my friends and I was deafened because I was watching a show and I kind of forgot I was in the VC, and then I was feeling tired, so I went to lay down and then I fell asleep for 4 hours, and then I got back and I was like, oh shit, I'm still in the VC, so I like undeafened and I was like, hey guys, and they were like, where have you been? It's been like 5 hours, and I was like, yeah, sorry, I fell asleep, and they were like, yeah, that's a Mal thing. That is the most Mal thing to do, because apparently it is. Also, sorry if you heard my phone buzz. My bad. But yeah, that's falling asleep is apparently me, which is really funny because again, I do have a lot of problems with sleeping, but I don't know, it's really funny. But yeah, anyways, how are you guys sleeping? I don't know why I said that. What else? Oh yeah, I got a new light for my room. So when I moved here, if you didn't know, I live in college dorms right now, and when I moved here, I bought a light that was kind of like supposed to like reflect up into the ceiling, and it kind of looked like waves and like an ocean kind of. And I really liked that light, but it broke after like a week. It was a very cheap light. I'm not surprised at all. And then I've been looking for like a similar light, but I haven't been able to find one. And then like 2 weeks ago I found one as I ordered it, and now I have that light as well, and it's more like you can have like a laser from it, it has like green dots, so it kind of looks like a galaxy, but I turned that laser off, so now it also kind of just like looks like waves, and I have it on like a purple mode because if you didn't know, purple is my entire vibe, my entire setup is purple is my favorite color, I love purple. I am kind of purple obsessed, if you didn't know. So I have that light set to purple, and I really love it because now my entire room feels more purple, and again, it gives this like really cool effect, and I really love it. And yeah, I just have it standing on my nightstand, so it kind of like is around my bed as well, which is really cute, especially like if I'm laying in bed, if I'm like going to sleep, I don't turn that off until like I'm actually gonna sleep, because then like just laying in bed and seeing that is really, really nice. I really like it. Again, if you didn't know, I love cozy lighting. I have talked about before how many like fairy lights I have everywhere, and like small lights. I am that type of person, and I like, everyone knows this about me, right? Like everyone knows it. I am known as like a cozy person, and that comes cozy lighting with it, obviously. And I've told my boyfriend that like whenever we move in together, he's gonna have to be prepared for that, and he's like, oh god, prepare me for this, because like he is like no lights or the ceiling light type of person, and I am like no lights or cozy lights. The ceiling light does not come on unless it has to. So yeah, he's gonna just have to, live with it. He might be watching this, to be fair. If you are, hi, love you. You're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, great. Are you guys also like that? Like, are you guys also like refuse to have the ceiling light on? Because that's me. And to be fair, that is my entire family. I get it from my mom, I think. My mom, like my entire house at home, we all have just cozy lighting everywhere. Like we have small lights everywhere. We have like fairy lights in the kitchen and in the living room and in the hallway. Like I get it from my mom. And my mom is like not like, she won't buy the lights, but she wants them, and so my dad will buy them and like set them up for her, which is really sweet. So my dad kind of just enables it, but it's really cute, and I love it. Again, my home is also really cozy. Like again, I get my vibes from my mother most of the time, and so yeah, that's me. What else do I have to talk about? I guess I could talk more about the whole like Sims 1 and Sims 2 thing. So I know everyone is like super excited. I am super excited too, but I'm super excited for other people, because I am not 100% sure if I am going to get this, like those, because I'm gonna make a confession here. I never played The Sims 1 or The Sims 2. I'm pretty sure both of them came out before I was even born. Hold on, actually, I'm gonna look that up. Never mind, I was wrong. The Sims 2 came out the year I was born. Like I was a few months old when it came out, so, well, The Sims 2 was out, but I was literally just a few months old, and I never played it. My mom has played all of them. Like, again, she is the reason I'm into Sims, if you didn't know, and so she used to play them all, but I never played them. I played The Sims 3. I grew up on The Sims 3, so The Sims 3 for me is like really nostalgic, and I love playing that sometimes because it is what I grew up on. And then The Sims 4 came out when I was 10, so like I've spent most of my like, I don't know, conscious time, I was gonna say, obviously I was conscious before I was 10, but like most of the time I remember I spent playing this game, although I played The Sims 3 until I think like 2016 or something like that, so then I was 12, I think, if math works. But yeah, I spent most of my time playing this game, and again, because I basically only build, The Sims 4 is known for its building, and the other games are more known for like its storytelling and for its, like Sims stuff, if that makes sense. Like, so I don't know if I'm gonna play them, because I don't know if I would find it fun, if that makes sense, and I could get them very generously from the Creator Network, but then I would probably have to make content with it, and I'm not sure what content I would make, because again, I'm a builder, and I could do like I tried to build in The Sims 2, or The Sims 1, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that, and then I would buy them myself, and I don't know if I want to spend money on that when I don't know if I'm gonna like it, so I don't know. Let me know, you guys, if it's worth it, because again, I don't know, because I never played them. I watched my mom play The Sims 2, I remember that, but I personally have only ever played The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. But yeah, and again, I'm a builder, like, I don't really like the other aspect of playing Sims. Well, again, I would love to, but I'm a builder at heart, like, it's what I love to do. It's the same in, like, Minecraft. My boyfriend is starting like a Minecraft server, and I've told him like the only thing I'm gonna do is just chill and build. I'm gonna build in Minecraft. That's the only thing I'm gonna do in there. And he's like, yeah, that's totally fine. But yeah, like that's me. Like I'm a builder, and that just goes for all games, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play it. Maybe a lot of you will now be like unsubscribing because you're like, oh, you're not gonna play The Sims or The Sims 2, dang it. But I don't know. I do think it's really, really cool that they're doing the re-release though, and you know that it's an entire thing, because I know that it's a huge thing for so many people. Like I've seen so many people on social media being so happy about it, which is totally fair. Like if you grew up on it, I totally understand, but I didn't, so I don't know. I feel like if you were like specifically like a 90s or 80s baby, like I think specifically those people are like super excited because that's probably their childhood, but it's not mine, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Obviously, I feel like I have to. I feel like I have to play it because, like, I'm a Sims YouTuber. I feel like I have to. But also, I don't know if I want to. So it's kind of between the, like, what I should do and what I want to do, you know? But yeah, let me know if you guys have ever played any of them. Or was The Sims 4 maybe your first Sims game? I don't know. I never played The Sims Medieval. My mom did though. Like I have so many memories of her playing it. Again, I get my Sims loving thing from my mom. I get my game loving me from my mom and my dad, to be fair, and my brother. I come from a gaming family. What can I say? But yeah, so I watched my mom play The Sims Medieval, but I never personally played it. Is it really weird that I have a distinct memory of when I first watched my mom play The Sims 4? Like, is that weird? Like, it is one of my, like, core memories. One of my core memories has to do with The Sims 4. But, like, I remember exactly where we were. I remember exactly the Sims she made. She made 2 Sims. I know that one of them had, like, a green, like, the mohawk that is, like, just, like, straight up like really tall. She had that on for some reason, and I think she named them like Pringles and something else, because again, there were red and green haired people, so it was like kind of like the Pringles, and so I think the Pringles were like their last name. But yeah, I don't know, I don't think even she remembers it, but I do. Sometimes my mom watches my videos, so Mom, if you're listening to this, hi, love you. Do you remember this? Because I do, but I don't think you do. But yeah, so like that's one of my core memories is remember like my mom playing The Sims 4 for the first time. I didn't really play The Sims 4 when like it came out. Again, I was 10. I was doing other stuff. But then a couple of years later, I remember that I played it a lot. But I played it on my mom's computer because I couldn't play it on mine. So I played it on my mom's for years. And then I think I got like my own EA account or something like that when I was like, I don't know, in 2017, 2018 probably. So yeah, I've been a Sims person ever since then. I love Sims. It used to go more in periods though. It does somewhat now, but I used to be like that. And I keep seeing people talking about this online, how like they go in periods with The Sims, specifically with like The Sims, where like they will play it nonstop for like 2 weeks and then not touch the game for another like 4 months, and then nonstop for 2 weeks, not play it, and like this cycle repeats. And I used to be like that. Now I play it more like frequently, but I still have like my periods of time where I'm like, I just want to play this game and nothing else. And that's kind of what I'm in right now. Like I just want to build. So yeah, that's how I am. Let me know if you guys are the same way with The Sims, because I feel like, again, it's kind of like a meme that you are like, and why is it only The Sims? I don't know. I do it with other games too, but I know the meme is with The Sims, so that's really funny to me. You get so immersed for like a short time, and then you get bored, and then you never finish the legacy challenge you wanted to do, and then when you get back into the game for like 4 months later, you start a new legacy one, and then you never finish that one either. That is the life of a Sims person, honestly. But yeah. Anyways, I don't have much else to say. I don't know what to talk about. I have like another maybe 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, like another 3 minutes maybe. I don't know. That I need to talk, but I don't know what to talk about. I have no clue. I'm trying to look around my room to see if I can find anything to talk about. I don't know. I genuinely have no clue. Actually, I have a really random question, and this stems from what me and like some classmates were talking about, because what qualifies as an Avenger? Because someone asked like what my favorite Avenger was, and I said Valkyrie because I love not Emma Thompson. Her name is Tessa Thompson, not Emma Thompson. I love Tessa Thompson, so I think that's why. Also, Valkyrie is just a fun character, and I love her, and I love Mantis. But then someone was like, oh, but those are not, like, actual Avengers. And I'm like, but like I know Mantis is one because like she's part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but like I guess Valkyrie isn't of an Avenger, but like is she? I don't know. She's in the Marvel universe though, but is she an Avenger? I don't know. What classifies as an Avenger? I don't know. Does anyone know? Because I don't know. Anyways, that was it. I thought that was gonna take up more time than it didn't. I'm sorry, I just looked over because I searched up like Valkyrie Thor, right? And I just looked over and apparently Raven Simone played Valkyrie in Guardians of the Galaxy. How did I not know that? How did I not know that? That's weird. Very random. But no, apparently that happened. Oh my god, Michelle Trachtenberg. I don't know how to say her name. She also played her? I did not know that until now. Also, anytime I see Michelle Trachtenberg in anything, I just think of her in Mean Girls. So, not Mean Girls. What? In Gossip Girl. So I can't unsee her from that, which is probably not good because if I remember correctly, at least, she's not a great person in that. So that's that. Anyways, that's basically it for this video, and I really hope you liked it. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!